Hello again, everyone. Phoenix61 here with another World of Warships Legends video. I am in the Helena today. This is Tier 6 American cruiser.
General quarters.
I had recently called the ship type incorrectly on one of my videos. But this is cruiser, right? Alright, yeah. So this is, this is definitely a ship that I don't play as a lot. I think it's one of those ones where once I got up to the next tier, what's after this, Cleveland or something, I think, I didn't really come back to it, right? So I'm trying to play some ships a little bit more that I don't play, and definitely some of the lower, the lower tiers along the regular tech tree lines as well. So I know you guys see me play a lot of premium ships just because that's what I end up playing a lot, because I'm trying to do premium supplies missions to get all the stupid rewards for that stuff, right? But yeah, so Helena, so this is one where it doesn't fit my play style too well. These are, I don't know, I want to say it's better to do, I don't know, a little bit of a fire accuracy range build with this, right? So my normal go-to for American cruisers is I want to build an AP range accuracy sort of situation and build out of it, right? So I did come in and intentionally hit this rock here because I did not want to go out into the open water out there, right? So this is like many cruisers, one that you don't want to take broadside shots from other cruisers or battleships, right? So I did switch to AP there for a second because that Boise looked like he was going to be kind of broadside, but we're switching back to HE. And then I'm just trying to, this is kind of the gameplay style that I like to at least attempt with this cruiser. Sort of, remain kind of tucked away just out of view of being spotted, right? And then just lob bullets and potentially fire spam, right? So we'll see me switch to AP when it kind of makes sense, right? When I think I've got a decent angle or a decent target, such as this broadside Aoba, right? He is definitely shooting torpedoes. That's the reason he's angled poorly like that. And I think that's probably the biggest downfall of some of the the more torpedo-centric cruisers, right? Is a lot of times you make yourself way too vulnerable just to get those torpedoes off, and then you pay the price for it, right, when you're broadside. So sort of a mistake by him, but he gets away with it. Kind of disappointed, but yeah. this battleship that's in front of us, I felt like should have taken advantage and just murdered that Aoba, but that's not what happened. So yeah, we'll see if we can't concentrate on this Rook, seeing as how that Aoba was dodging literally everything we sent at it. Maybe we can at least get some fires going or some hits. And then, yeah, I've got the sonar going just because I knew, I kind of figured it might be able to help myself and my teammates out. We're tucked back behind here, so I kind of wasn't suspecting that I would be in danger of torpedoes from the Aoba, but it doesn't look like they're even coming anyway. So I had sonar going just to try and help out my team, but... And yeah, we're going, there's just the smoke screen that my ally here dropped just doesn't extend quite far enough over, so we're getting picked up right between the island and the smoke screen here. If this Rook's gonna keep shooting the battleship, I won't, that's fine, but if he starts, looking our way, we're gonna have to back up and go unspotted because he'll take us out pretty quick. Alright, looks like some of these bullets might be, nope, those aren't meant for us either. Firing at the cruiser behind us since he's probably got less health now at this point. I think our battleship here, yeah, so we're going to take hits. I think our battleship here probably should not have pushed into the zone. He's going to get picked on quite a bit, but he's got support. And then, yeah, I'm just literally going to try and inch back to try and get out of being spotted. And then still try to at least be able to get these front gun turrets off. Yeah, he does get a good hit on him. Nice job. But yeah, so you notice that encounter overall not really that exciting, right? Like that's the other thing too. Like cruiser games, sometimes I play a lot, and we, well, whether we win, win or lose, but like even if we win, like sometimes it's just like a boring game, so I don't put them all out there, right? Like, but like you can see, we're at 40,000 damage, right? Like we don't have any kills, we didn't even have like defense or anything until now. But yeah, we were at 40,000 damage and like not a lot happened, right? So like this kind of like sometimes with cruiser games, you kind of have to play this boring play style. I think that's why a lot of people struggle with them. I always maintain that cruisers are the toughest class to play as. And you notice, so we are sailing broadside here, but because the Fuso, I'm literally looking at his guns, right? If he's not looking at me, I'll take advantage, and then this way we can get more bullets. We can get more of our turrets to fire. But then he does. It was kind of hard to tell for a moment whether he was looking at us or the cruiser that's nearby us, right? So I did want to angle a little bit. And then this way too, if we really need to get out of trouble, we can just floor it and go behind this land chunk here, this island, this mountain, whatever you want to call it. But this way, look, we're still able to shoot all our turrets. We did manage to steal that kill. That puts us up to 53k. Jervis shows up. We'll shoot him while he's spotted. But yeah, I mean, I've said this a lot in my other videos. I feel like cruisers are one of the tougher classes to play, right? Like there's just this like mixed role that you kind of got to try and take on, right? Like destroyers in general, it's like go cap zones, spot enemies, shoot torpedoes at battleships, right? Like battleships are like shoot at other battleships, murder other cruisers instantly, and it's like, so like cruisers, it's just like you gotta be mindful of your angling a little bit more. You gotta be mindful of positioning. Sometimes you've got to help cap zones. Sometimes you've got to press and get destroyers, which can put you at risk. So like it's like it's so much easier to die as a cruiser really, really quickly. And I think that's where most of the challenge comes in. But we're doing the same thing there. We're looking at that Dunkirk, and if he's not, if his guns aren't pointed in our direction, then we can give up a little bit more angle and get a little bit more, guns on target, right? Then the sign up. You guys know how I feel about battleships that are full health late in the game. So I don't know where this guy's been, but he's been missing out on the party, right? So if he was on his team, if he was able to have drawn some fire from, us, maybe more of his team would have survived, right? So I think people forget that a lot, that as a battleship, part of your, part of your advantage as a battleship is the health pool that you have, right? So if you're playing like a destroyer or playing like a cruiser, but you're in a battleship and you're going unspotted and trying to just get freebie shots all the time, you may be doing your team a disservice. It's all situational with this game, but as you can see, like now he's coming in. Oh, great, you got a lot of health, but are you really going to be able to take on, 6 ships? Probably not. So yeah, he's going to get picked on 100%, and of course now he's, it's forced him into a retreat mode, right? Which is like fair enough. Like that's what I would do at this point in the game. I'm just trying to, like, I'm backing up. I'm just trying to keep him. He's right at the edge of our range, right? So I'm just trying to keep him in range, see how many shots we can get off before he ducks behind that island, and then we'll go forward again. Probably missed this last one, but I'm going to take it anyway. And we are up to 72 grand now with 2 kills. And now he's going to be out of range. Need this cruiser to press in too. He looks like he's backing up. Am I even going to get to shoot anything anymore this game? Let's find out. We shall see. Oh, we might be able to... Sign-up's turning in. Aldry, did he stop backing up? Did he... Oh, maybe he ran into the land there? Maybe he He's stuck on that little ledge. We'll take advantage of that. Yeah. Apparently, I can't even hit a standing still target. There we go.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he must be still in reverse, trying to. He's like, you can see him like moving sideways a little bit, so he's probably stuck on the ground there. Got him. Can we get a cheeky shot off at the sign up? These are higher flying bullets than a lot of other ships, so we might be able to get the reach around here. Oh, we got it. There we go. We'll take it. Oh man, it's always when you get to 4 kills, you're like, oh, if I would have had one more, you know. Those last couple were kind of sneaky, jacked kills, though. 82,000 damage is how we end. That's not half bad for tier 6 cruiser. We do get a gentleman's 3rd place there. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, kills aren't everything. You know, a lot of people are like, you know, kills. That's all I want to go for. But, you know, we got 4 kills there, most on our team, and we only got 3rd place, right? So playing objectives really helps out if you're going for XP and, you know, leaderboard positioning, right? So we will show off how we have the commander laid out. So like I said, I normally use, I think this is Norman Scott, right? So Norman Scott, you can see up in the top right, the Mary J. East River is just the commander, guys. So Thomas Kincaid is who I went with for this one. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think for good builds for the Helena, because like I said, it's a ship I don't play as a lot. But for the most part, I kind of I leaned a little bit more into HE with this, right? Since you've got these higher flying bullets, and then you've got a lot of turrets, you know, and guns, right? So that's kind of the direction that I went. So it's a little bit of a mixed build, right? So you get this sonar cooldown. So it's, you know, it would make sense to be a good destroyer hunter, right? Especially at tier 6. So HE shells causing fire, cruiser speed and rudder shift. I don't like using these torpedo detectability range ones on, especially when you're a cruiser that has sonar, right? Like that feels wasted to me. Because if you suspect a destroyer shooting torpedoes at you, you should be using your sonar, right? So, yeah. And then, sponge and acoustic chamber. So we're leaning into the sonar perks there. And then I'm almost always using fully packed for my legendary perk. You guys know me. Gives you an extra consumable charge for each consumable type, right? So, but these are the other choices that you get with him. Armor pen of HE shells, you know, that would be decent, but then it's got, you know, there's drawbacks to those ones, right? So, yeah. But that is our Helena game. I don't know if that might be my first Helena game posted to YouTube. I don't know. So, but thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. As always, leave in the comments if there's, you know, if you have a different build that you'd like to see or suggest or recommend, or if there are particular ships that you'd like to have me play and put videos out on, and I can go through sort of the strategy that I would take with those ships. You know, so let me know. Please leave your comments down in the comments. And those of you who are subscribed, we are doing, you know, obviously World of Warships videos every day. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.